Hello. Hi. Long time no see. My name's Ulan. I haven't been in front of the camera in a minute. Um, I don't know what happened. I guess I deleted like all of my videos. I don't know why I did that. That was cool of me. Great job, brain. But I'm back now, and this is me. I'm do crafts on this channel, and I do little ASMR stuff on this channel, and like books and stuff as well. You should stick around and see what's up. Uh, just like a trigger warning before we get into the video. Um, what I'm doing today is I'm cutting down this t-shirt to make into t-shirt yarn. Um, and I'm going to be using a rotary blade, which is like a razor, and I'm also going to be using scissors. If that's going to be hurtful for you, don't watch the video. Or do. I don't know. I'm not your dad. Other trigger warnings. Probably a lot of frank discussion of mental health, including depression and anxiety and dissociation and autism, whatever. Um, Also, probably some pretty frank discussions of sex and sexuality, including kink. Uh, Again, don't hang out here if that's not your vibe. I'll see you in the next one, and it'll be great. Little last little disclaimer before we get into the like actual craft and rant. My setup is a little jank because I lost my microphone and also my tripod, and I'm recording outside. So if you can hear my neighbor doing lawn mowing stuff, sorry. If you can hear wind and birds and stuff, also sorry. I think it adds to the ambiance, but I know, whatever. Fire says a lot of weird cuts as well. I also am not paying for my editing software, so this video is gonna be jank as fuck. Okay, we're just gonna have to. Everybody, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. So what I'm kind of hoping to do with this series is basically um, have a little life update type thing. Um, I I don't know. I think it's fun. I keep trying to do journaling, and then it doesn't work because I don't like writing stuff down. Um, so hopefully I could do this as like a little weekly, monthly video diary thing. I quit my job, which is pretty awesome. Um, I don't know if it was the smartest move. It was sort of an impulse decision, um, but I kind of just got really like fed up and frustrated and like I don't know. I like working in kitchens, but the like management was just so incompetent and shitty. And then they were like really fucking over a lot of my coworkers who I like liked and respected. Um, which I'm like, you can fuck with me as much as you want. Don't fuck with the people that I like, you know? Um, and so I quit. I'm thinking about getting a different job. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna apply to like everything and see what hits. Um, it looks like my family's gonna be moving pretty soon, um, away from like our current area. So whatever I get will probably end up being not that long of a position anyways. So I'm not looking anywhere for anywhere super like permanent. So what I'm doing right now, actually, really quick pause. Cutting off the collar. I always like to save this like sewn part right here, just because it looks really nice. If you, I use it to make like collars and stuff. But if you can use it for whatever. I don't know. I just see a lot of people neglect that part. It's a very cool part of the t-shirt. I like it. Hello birds. Anyways, yeah, so it'll be more temporary position anyways, so I don't really mind if I end up just I don't know, I don't have any fast food experience on my resume, so that might be nice to put on there. I'm a little nervous because both my brother and my girlfriend have been unemployed for a little bit. Um, and they have said that the job market here is pretty shit. Um, like none of them have really gotten any calls back or anything. And so I am kind of nervous about that I just won't be able to get a job. Um, I don't. like it'll be fine. My parents pay for my like rent and food and stuff. Um, they pay for my rent because I live with them. Um, so I'm not like gonna die or be homeless. Um, but the main thing that I am concerned about is my testosterone is covered by my health insurance. Um, and so that obviously no, I don't have health insurance. So it won't be covered anymore, which isn't a super huge deal. Um, like testosterone is not like an essential medication for me. Like I won't die without it. Um, it'll just low key kind of suck to not. Oh, sorry, you probably can't see what I'm doing. It'll just low key kind of suck to not have that anymore. I have basically the way that me and my oh shoot, I dropped something. Let me grab that. Basically, the way that me and my doctor had to do it because I went on a higher dose of testosterone and my insurance wouldn't cover the higher dose. Um, we had to do it so that I got 4 months of the lower dose at one time, but I only go in every 3 months to get it like prescribed and refilled. So so I have like, I think I have 3 bottles left. Um, and my appointment is in, oh God, I don't know when my appointment is. I need to figure that out. But basically, if I go back down to the lower dose, um, not like I'll tell them that I'm still taking the higher dose so that they still prescribe me the higher dose, but I just actually take the lower dose, then I should be able to stockpile enough to get me through um, until I'm employed again, which would be nice. I might have to dip into my savings to pay for my like prescription that's coming up, which is fine. Like I'll be fine if I do that. Um, but it is a little stressful to have to like, I don't know. It really was an impulse decision to quit my job, and I'm kind of feeling the effects of that. Of like, oh God, what did I do? It should again. It'll be fine. It's just stressful right now. I guess the most recent thing that's been interesting for me, that's been like on my mind, has been polyamory and kind of what I'm doing with that. I've been in a like open, non-monogamous relationship for like a year and a half now with my girlfriend. I love her. Uh, and I've sort of, I don't know, something kind of scary happened. It wasn't like scary, scary. How do you even explain that? I basically sort of, my dissociation got to a point where I had the bam, the booble, with somebody and did not remember it at all. Um, I remember when we were starting to get into that territory, um, and I don't remember anything else, um, which is not great. That's not great. It sort of made me realize like that I might be, I might we need to be a little bit more cautious about the situations that I'm in than probably other people my age need to be. Um, because it also made me realize like I don't actually super know what my body count is because again, I don't really remember a lot of stuff. I'm experimenting. I think I'm trying out just only dating with, oh my gosh, a blue jay. Oh, he's gone. Sorry, I would have shown you guys. Um, only dating, or not dating because I'm aromantic, but you know what I mean, hooking up with and going on little romance situations with with my partner, um, rather than also being like sort of a solo adventurer, if that makes any sense. Um, just because, like, honest to God, she's just like somebody that I really trust. And I'm like, you know, if I'm not in a headspace where I can like vet people correctly or like remember or like whatever, then she is, she will be. Um, and it also sort of solves the problem. I kept having sex with straight guys. And not like straight guys as in people who were like, I am straight and I still, but like straight, like, you know, like gynosexual, bi-curious, etc. Like, not that those aren't valid identities, because obviously they are, but basically people who wanted to have sex with tomboys, you know, who weren't super respectful of my identity as like just a straight up man, um, without a lot of wiggle room there. Um, and that's kind of difficult. And it can be kind of difficult to parse when somebody is like being truthful and respectful about the fact that they're like, they view you a certain way. It's like being like, hey, I do actually see you as a man and I will actually treat you that way. And when they're like, you know, and identity can be fluid in anything. And I only date AFAB people. And it's like, okay, then fuck off. But only dating with my partner, who is assigned male at birth, kind of solves that issue. Because it's like, if you're not into her, like, basically, if you're not into the gender fuckery of it all, and you just want like girl vagina, then you'll be warded off by the fact that my wonderful, lovely girlfriend does not have that. Um, you know, and so I feel like that might be helpful. And then there's like the safety aspect. It's just like a little bit like weird though, because even though it is a decision that I am making for myself and like partially a safety decision, um, I really value my own independence and autonomy. And it sort of feels like I'm giving that up, even though I'm not, you know. Um, it just like kind of feels that way. And then I really feel like from an outside perspective, it'll look that way because already I was non-romantic except for with her. Um, and now I'm not sexual except for with her. And she is, um, she both dates and hooks up solo, right? And so I guess part of me is just like worried about how that comes across. And I shouldn't be worried about what other people think about it. It's nobody's business but my own, really. Um, but it doesn't change the fact that I am, you know, like it's a, I don't know, it's a weird world we live in. And there is that sort of like aspect in like the back of my mind of the fact that like gender wise, even though I am a man and she is like non-binary femme, I am still the partner who has the vagina, you know? I am still the partner who is like legally female and oftentimes is perceived as the more like submissive one in that sense. Um, which makes it like look a little bit different too from an outside perspective. I just don't want people to think that she's controlling who I can fuck. You know, because she's not. I control that. I don't know. It's kind of messy in my brain, but kind of everything is right now. So I'm just, I don't know. I let someone that I was talking to, the person who I had sex with, where I didn't remember any of it. Um, I did talk to them about like, hey, I think I'll only be with people with my partner. Um, and they were very chill and understanding. I haven't talked to another person that I need to talk to about that. I don't know. I've had a lot of really difficult conversations with a lot of people lately, and I don't really have a lot of energy for more, but they're all conversations that need to be had. it's hard to find that middle ground of like how much self improvement can I take before I fall apart? You know, like I don't want to push myself too hard and end up backsliding forever. Um, Not forever, but just backsliding. But then also like I don't want to stagnate. I want to improve and grow. Um, it's hard to do it manageably. What else has been going on? Um, I mean, craft wise, if we want to get into a little bit of a lighter topic, um, I've been slowly working through my yarn stash. I still have most of it left, but I've gotten a lot of the like little bits and bobs that I didn't know what to do with out of the way. Um, it's mainly just things that I genuinely have no idea what to do with, which I shouldn't be making more yarn when I already have yarn that I need to use, but it's besides the point. Okay. At least this will all be usable material now. Um, that is that t-shirt done, by the way. That is all broken down. That's all little scraps. I'm gonna move on to the next one. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna do. Probably just until I get bored. Um, Whoa, chaos. Let's do this one. This has stitching on it. I wonder what this is from. I'm also trying to just like figure out what I'm gonna do with the stuff that I've like already made with it. Cause did I already break this down? Great job, me. What are we? So it looks like part of that was already ready. And I just need to chop off this part. Um, Blink. Wonk. Oh shit, I thought there was okay. Well, I guess that's done. Um, then this is my last little. Oh, this isn't even a t-shirt. What is this? Oh, this is like part of the t-shirt. Okay, cool. Um, that's a big sleeve. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the stuff that I've made. I made a lot of little carabiner pouches. Um, they're very, very cute. I like them a lot. I just don't wear a carabiner. Um, they're basically just like little, like, basically like this size of a pouch that has a little loop on the top that you clip onto your carabiner and you can hold stuff in it. Um, and then I made a pair of shorts that I think is going to my mom. What else did I make? Oh, I made a big old like dice bag type thing. Um, what else? I feel like I made one more thing. Oh, I made a bunch of little face scrubbies from some cotton yarn and a little bag to hold them in, like a little mesh bag. Um, so you could just like hang it above your sink or whatever. But I don't know what to do with all that stuff because, like, yeah, now the yarn is gone from my stash, but also like now there's like all these objects in the world. I've been thinking about doing a craft fair come winter time, uh, just to like sell some of my stuff. I used to do them a lot back when I lived in Idaho, but I kind of stopped doing them once we moved here. It's like kind of a lot of work, you know? Like I have to like prep all that shit and like I also have to pay whatever the fee is for whatever craft fair I'm going to. And then I don't know if I'll have enough product at that point to warrant an entire booth at a craft fair. My big sort of hyperfixation craft, I guess, um, at the moment has been making collars and harnesses. Um, just because I bought all the hardware for it, um, and then I have a lot of. Basically, I made like a couple a long time ago, like a long, long time ago. Um, but I like have a bunch of leftover materials from that, and so I'm using all of those. Um, and I'm trying to get into making them look a little bit more like because the other ones are very like scrappy and handmade looking. I'm trying to make some of them look like a little bit more professional. Um, but also now I'm gonna end up with like a million collars. I only need one. I'm only one guy. um, And so I kind of want to sell those as well, but you can't really sell those at a craft fair because it's like, hey, that's like a kink thing. That's like weird. I've been thinking about selling stuff online, like through Etsy, but I absolutely hated doing that when I was running my like small business, more so in Idaho. I just fucking hate it. I hate doing social media marketing. I hate shipping things. I like it's so fucking annoying. Um, but it might be kind of the only way to sell my like less child friendly items. Um, but I don't know. I also like again, there's the problem of like is the quantity is too much to justify just me having it, but I don't know if it's enough to justify a whole goddamn storefront, you know? So I need to just sort of decide where I'm at with that. What else have I been doing craft wise? That's mostly it. I haven't had a lot of time for crafting because work's been super crazy. But now that work is not crazy anymore because I'm not doing it, um, I have a lot more time. So hopefully I can get into that a little bit more. Um, I would like sort of gift my collars out a little bit. I don't want to give anyone the wrong impression. I don't want to be like, hey, here's this like really meaningful item. You know, I'm gifting you this. Also, I don't like you and I'm not into you unless my girlfriend's there. Like, that's just like weird to do. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm trying to decide where I'm at with that. Another big part of why I'm hesitant to sell online is because I I guess you guys don't know this. For the past year, my New Year's resolution has been doing a little tiny New Year's resolution every month. So January it was I fixed my sleep schedule so I didn't go to bed after 10 p.m. And then for February, what was February? February, I was gonna go vegetarian. And then my eating disorder was like, this is a great time for me to shine, time for me to have my life. Um, and so instead, the goal was don't have an eating disorder. um, then January, February, March. What was last month? Last month, I was exercising every day. That was fun. Um, I have not kept up with exercising just because I've been bone dead tired. But this month, April, um, my goal was I did celibacy, um, which part of that was I deleted all of my online NSFW stuff and accounts and things. And I felt a lot better now that I don't have that. Um, however, so I kind of don't want to go back to that world. Not because it's inherently bad or harmful, um, but just because it like wasn't right for me. Um, I don't know. Perception fucks with you sometimes. The being perceived. I mean, that's why I guess I deleted all of my old videos. It's been really nice to not have to deal with that. Um, it's also, again, that's also kind of why I was like, maybe I'll only bone if my girlfriend's around because it's like I don't know. I don't know. It's all complicated and confusing and weird and hard to figure out when there's like all this other shit going on. I just have this last little sleep left. So closing thoughts. I'd like this to be a weekly thing. More realistically, it'll be a monthly thing. Let me know what you think. Do you like the little rambly life update style? Do you want me to never talk again? How about each one of these? I'll set a little goal. I'll set a little goal for myself to meet by the next week. Um, what's my goal for January, March, April, May? May. what's my goal for May? I know my monthly goal was to write every day. Like a little like however creative fiction or whatever, just work on some little writing thing. Um, so I'll update you on that next time. And then I guess my goal is by the next video, I would like to have my resume completed, um, like updated, completed, and I would like to send out 10 job applications. How about that? That seems reasonable. Um, yeah, thank you for sitting here and listening to me ramble. I hope you had a great time. If you didn't, sorry. Don't watch my other videos that I post because you probably won't like them either. Um, I will see you in the next one. You know what? Give me a little life update down in the comments. It'd be kind of fun to sort of like, you know, I share my life, you respond like a little pen pal thing. Yeah, let me know. Give me a little update. Thank you so much. Oh shit, let me cut this. Let me finish this little part. Okay, now we're done. Thank you so much for watching. I got a whole bag of t-shirts all cut up. Isn't that awesome? I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.